So this is Article Submit Pro. Now this is the software that you can download by clicking on the link in your My Data Team training, and we'll just go through the setup of this. It's very, very quick and very simple. So yep, that'll do. Destination directory, unless you have any great reason for changing that, just stick with the destination directory that the software suggests. Click Next. Add shortcuts to start menu. Well, no. Required files and add short. I'll definitely have the required files. Add shortcut to desktop. That might be handy. So I'll leave that because the reason I'm not clicking on the add shortcuts to start menu is the start menu is when you click the bottom left of your screen. If you add a shortcut to the start menu for every program you have, all of a sudden it'll be hitting the roof. So adding a shortcut to your desktop will do fine. What else do we have next? Click Next. So there we go. Setup Stream Wizard has successfully completed the installation process. It's as simple as that. Click Finish and we are done. Now once you have clicked on the icon on your desktop, this is Article Submit Pro. This is what it will look like. So very quickly we'll just fill in all the details. John Smith, that's us once again, of course. And first name, last name, full name. There we go. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do John Smith MDT, since we've been doing that at the other sites. Website URL. Now this is of course the URL, the website that we have been promoting. So we'll put that in there. Okay. Now this could be changed. So if you're doing an article promoting the blogging from home site, then that is of course the website that you will put in here. Now this is simple enough to change. Once you submit this article and you go on to promoting another website about weight loss or whatever, then you would put the other website in that. That's as simple as just change it for each article that you submit. Make sure you're submitting, if you're promoting for several companies, make sure that you are submitting the correct website with the correct article, because it would be a bit pointless having a weight loss article pointing to a blogging website and vice versa. Okay, so a bit of common sense and a bit of organization will work well there. Author email, if you do want to put in your email, it is entirely up to yourself if you want people to get in touch with you. Most importantly though, this is rather than that, that's not necessary. Rather than that, what you can do is put the website title here. We're talking about blogging income, of course, so we can just put blogging income in here, or it can be, blogging income from home. In fact, we can just add that as well. Just a brief summary of what your website, the website that you are promoting, is all about. Okay, and you can fill in the rest of the details here, the obvious ones, the addresses, and then click Save. Alright, and that is your information saved. Remember though, if you are promoting another company, to change the website URL and of course the website title as well. Bio box, this, you know what this is now. This is your resource box. John Smith is a home business specialist. Check out his website here. Articles. Now, once you do all this, and once you are ready to add an article, just click on the tab here that says Articles, and see down here at the bottom, Add Article. Click on that, and there we go. This is all the details you need for your article. Put in your title here. You know how to do that now. This is your actual article. You will copy and paste that, or write or type that out in there. The summary is what we were talking about, remember, especially at Ezine Articles, where we had the separate one paragraph, as it says in your training, about 50 to 75 words will do fine, which is just a summary of what your article is all about, and your keywords, well, you know all about your keywords now as well. One point I should mention, even though we are talking about Article Submit Pro, I would suggest, it's not a rule in any way, shape or form, but I would suggest separately submitting to Ezine Articles and Go Articles but you submit to those websites on their own, and then for the rest of the websites and the rest of the article websites, use Article Submit Pro. That's my recommendation. Like I say, you don't need to follow it, but that is certainly what I would recommend. Now these are the websites that you can submit to. Now it should be said that the first time that you use the software is going to be more work than any other time. This is a time saver, but it won't seem like that the very first time you use it, because if it would be easy enough for you to just say, oh, select all, that's fine, and we'll just go to all of these websites. However, you will have to sign up manually to each of these websites. So it might be an idea to, sign up to 4 or 5 at a time, and there is a list of recommended websites, article submission directories in your My Data Team training, so you might want to check them out, and then as time goes on you can sign up to them all. Okay, then once you've done that, autofill will be available, and manual fill will be available to you once you have signed up for these websites. For more information, read over your training, your My Data Team training, and you will find that once you have added a few sites, then autofill will be available. And once you go back and use the software, and if you save your passwords, then life does become a lot easier, because then all you do is click submit. So it is a time saver, and the more directories, the more websites you submit to, the better, and this is a wonderful piece of software to do that with. But remember, I would definitely suggest post to EasyN Articles and Go Articles on their own. And by the way, it does say as well in your training that in some computers and some operating systems, this will not work. Article Submit Pro will not work. Now, there is nothing that My Data Team can do about that. Unfortunately, however, if that is the case, as is mentioned in your training, then what to do is concentrate on EasyN Articles. And if there's one website over any other that you have to concentrate on in article marketing, EasyN Articles is definitely the one. I would suggest, though, if that software doesn't work, then concentrate on both EasyN Articles and Go Articles, and submit separate articles to each one. If you submit an article to EasyN Articles, make sure you do not submit the same one to Go Articles. Okay, because that may hamper your chances of getting into the search engines and getting a high rating in the search engines. It takes a bit of work, but the benefits are more than worth it. So article marketing, you really have to look into this, and you really have to take your time and spend an hour or two a day, whatever, just to master the whole article marketing idea, and try it, because then you will be amazed at the results.